Mr. Begaye on the list first. And after that, we have Mr. Bates. So, Russell.
Okay, Speaker Pro Tem, although I didn't hide so the and you're treating us like not honest, and council delegates and Speaker Pro Tem, Mr. Speaker, presenters, although I know today is a critical day for our nation. I believe strongly that it's the beginning of a new era in Navajo life when we as a great nation take back the control of our natural resources and we as Natani decide with the voices of our people what is best for us, not by political leaders in Washington, not by outside attorneys, our lobbying firms, not by special interest groups speaking for cities of Phoenix, Tucson, or Las Vegas, but we speak for the people, the Nebaye. And my people of the Shiprock community, we already voted no in the early in the process to 2109. Out of the 19 chapters of the Northern Agency, I thought Tatadini to 2109. And so my question is, what do we not understand about the simplest of words, the word no, and this is what our people have said, and we need to listen to the voters of this great nation. And we started in this new era. We will not display a stereotypical picture of a person getting water using a horse-drawn wagon and say that is who we are. But rather we will introduce these leaders in Washington and anyone else out there to our people with PhDs, with Juris Doctorate, with MBAs, with MDs, educators, scientists, engineers, biologists, and so forth. And let it be said loud and clear to leaders in Washington, here at home and abroad, that we, the Navajo people, are capable of doing what we want, and from this day forward, we will determine our own future. And I don't want my grandchildren and generation yet unborn to say about me that Manatani on July 5th, 2012, made a decision that limited our access to water, that limited our ability to grow our economy, and that they now sit in barren land that could have been great, that could have been great farming areas, great ranches. And I don't want my grandchildren to say that about me. That's why I myself, I will vote no on 2109. Because I don't want my children to be saying that about me. And they will, I don't want my children to say they agree with leaders in Washington, D.C. that Navajos did not have the intelligence to handle the water we really needed. And so they just gave us enough for daily living, not for farming, not for economic development, not for ranches to feed our cattle, our sheep. They will not, I don't want them to hear them say that they now sit there with empty boarded buildings that could have housed thriving businesses, and that they now sit there with no jobs, that crime being committed daily because there's nothing else to do. I don't want them to say about me as they're not Ani, that on July 5th, that I said yes to a settlement that restricts us from all of these things. Council delegate that we need to say no to 2109. And so I cannot sit here and vote for a legislation, whether it's done by a U.S. Senator or anyone else, that degrades our people, that belittles our people, that greatly restricts our people from developing a strong economy. Let's build on the strong leadership of those that signed the Treaty of 1868, that negotiated the expansion of our land so that it's now the largest tribal nation in America. And all I can say in closing is that God bless our beautiful people, our land, our mineral, our air, and yes, our water. Speaker Pro Tem.
Thank you, Mr. Begaye. We're going to go to Mr. Lorenzo Bate.